In my hand is the biggest light bar I have seen in front of me. It is the Auxbeam light bar. It's from Amazon, and we're about to take a look at it on the Cactus car. It's going to be sick. It's RGB. I've never used one of these before, and let's see what Auxbeam has to offer. So in the box, of course, you have this ginormous RGB light bar. This thing flipping wild. You can see the glass in there. You can see the LEDs. So coming out of it is this ginormous plug. This thing is huge, and it's got like 20 million pins, more like 7 pins. So from here, we have our wiring harness, which my boy Cactus is holding. It's this whole thing. It is huge. It's like a snake's nest. So this part is going into the light bar, and then it's got a long connection so we could route it into the car. We have this part, which is for our app. It looks like it uses WLED lighting. We have our relay right here, and that's pretty solid. And then of course that goes to a fuse. Fuses are always important. We're gonna find a way to tap this to the power, and then we have a 3-way switch. So let's get to installing this on the Cactus Mobile.
All right, y'all, I don't know what happened to my audio on this segment, but I'm just gonna voice over it. So we have the Cactus Mobile. Let's go to the back. So you see that the ski box is on top of the roof racks. Now this means we can't light or mount the light bar to the roof rack. So what do we got to do? We got to build a mounting system, kind of like an L bracket that will attach to the light bar, and then it'll also screw in to that ski box. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to go to Home Depot to do right now.
There's a dude on the side of us that is straight laughing in the BMW.
Yeah, so we took the box inside. That's just so we could get everything measured out properly with the hardware we were given in the box. So we take the little side pieces where it's supposed to mount, and we just, put them on the metal piece, made sure, hey, it's a good fit. And it turned out we thought it was a good fit. There's gonna be some complications we'll run into later, but stay tuned for that because it was something so unexpected, none of us saw it coming. Now for the smaller hardware that'll help us mount it. I don't understand what was wrong with my GoPro. It kept like turning off the receiver to record through my mic, but whatever, GoPro. So we got some washers. We got some thick ones for the ski box, and that's just so that we can distribute the weight. We had some bolts, so I'm pointing at where everything is. We have the smaller washers, and that's gonna be for where the bolt goes through the metal. The little L-shaped rod wasn't very long, so we'd use some smaller washers. And then of course on the other side of our bolt, we had to have a nut, and then we had some locking washers that we used as well. So that's all the hardware that we got. Slight problem though, this metal piece was actually a little bit too long, and we had to go back into Home Depot wondering if they could cut it for us. Surprise, surprise, they were not able to cut metal. So we found some random dudes in the parking lot that spoke Spanish. Good thing we had 2 Spanish speakers with us, and they were able to negotiate a deal where they would cut off the excess metal for us. And yeah, that's how we shrunk the metal down to fit how we wanted it to fit. And once that was done, let's head on home.
Our boy fits. We can mount it on the car, hopefully without any further issues. This should be pretty straightforward. Man got new tools, man got new bag.
We need these.
Okay, so we're gonna use these tools to drill into the metal piece that we have. We pretty much have everything that we need. And of course, tapping these to the battery should be a pretty straightforward install. I keep saying that, and hopefully that makes it true. Yeah, take it off on the inside. So the next step that we're gonna be doing is taking that roof box off. There's screws on the inside that my boy Cactus is gonna undo. We're gonna lift that off, and then once that's off of there, it should make it easier for us to basically hang the light bar from the ski box itself. This is gonna be crazy. Mine's attached to my roof rack. I've never done it attached to a ski box that's on the car, but it should be interesting at least. Roof box off. Now it's got a time to be figuring out how to mount it. It looks so different.
Something's missing.
Something is definitely missing. So we have the light bar in the trunk. We're using the bolts that came with the kit as well as the mounting hardware that came with it. Put it on the light bar. Now here's the plan. We're gonna use this L bracket. We're gonna smack it on behind here. Use a Sharpie to draw a line based off where this is. Take this off, drill the hole through here so we can perfectly drill it through here. Of course, on both sides, line it up, put the bolt through, and then this will be attached to this. That's the plan, and we'll see you after it is successful. Okay, so it's even on both sides pretty much. This is the problem. It's at such an angle, so when we drill it, it's gonna be really weird. Man, I just don't know how else we would. You can't really mount it better. Why is the mounting hardware curved? That's so dumb. Okay, so I guess we just score it and then we're gonna have to drill it at an angle. Pretty much it. So the thought is we're gonna align it right here. So it's just a little bit off on this side. Dude, I'm like no scope looking this. So we're back at Home Depot. That's because this man does not have any drill bits. Nope, nothing, he has nothing. So now we need to find a set of drill bits so that we can drill into the metal because we can't just like tap it.
That's the owner.
What a silly guy. All right, we gotta find him. 45? Not really.
Can I ask you a quick question? On the Big Macs, can they be the chicken Big Macs?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Find out.
It's gonna be the bolt size. People finish under 2 minutes. Should be, it was out like this, right? I also don't want the drill bit to go down and smack the concrete. Ooh. We flippin' did it, boys. Dude, he's holding it from the metal brace on the back. It's not even tightened all the way. One hand is not even wiggling. Dude, that's hand threaded, not even tight. That is solid.
Look at that.
That is, yeah.
But once it's on, it's on.
We did it. We'll probably have to mark it. I think that's pretty good. Jack, hold this side. Wait, yeah, wait, hold that side. Hold Cactus's side so Cactus can come out and look. Make sure it doesn't hit the glass. That is pretty bad looking. So we have the light bar fitted right here. We tapped it to the main battery just to see if it worked, and of course it did. Now we've laid out a body bag here. We have some more stuff on it, and why do we have that? And now we're going to take the roof box off. We have to flip it over, and the reason we're flipping it over is because we're going to be drilling in it. Yes, the light bar is going to be suspended from the roof box. This has never been done before. This is pretty crazy. The Home Depot runs, the Home Depot run take 2, this is all super new. So while Austin single-handedly, no one helps him, takes the whole ski box off, he has to somehow flip it over. Oh! So now dry fitting it, we're essentially just going to put the L bracket part on here and then drill it to the ski box. But there might be a problem. This hole is quite a floating, so we're gonna definitely have to move this inward. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to use these holes because they're also quite a floating. We'll figure something out, but we most likely are gonna have to do 2 different holes here and then 2 different holes there. That looks like the move that we'll have to make. Oh. Nice. Boom. So we have 2 of our bolts in, and this is just to temporarily hold it while we re-drill the sides, this side, because we measured once and now we got to drill thrice.
So we're adding I brought a tape measure and a Sharpie.
So now we have everything pretty much drilled, set, done. Everything is great with the ski box. Thank you, Johnson & Johnson, for helping us lube this up so we could drill through a bit faster. Now we just got to wipe off those metal shavings. And from here, all we need to do is just pull this off, clean it. We're going to flip the roof box over while trying to keep it bolted to nothing. Essentially, we have to hold it together as we flip it over because on the other side, we have this hardware. So we have washers and we have nuts, and we're essentially going to tighten it as we flip it over. How's Austin going to flip it over? I have no clue. Just make sure it doesn't fall, because remember, these aren't threaded into anything, so someone needs to hold on to that. Got it, you got it. Okay, gently put it down so the bolts don't fall out. We flipped it. Oh, that is disgusting, Austin.
Yeah.
So we flipped it over, the light bar is on the bottom, we have our mounting solution right here, and now we just need to washer, thread a nut on, and find out where that one went, but it's pretty much the solution. Okay, that's super in, yeah. Dude, that's solid. Wait, pick it up, see if there's any flex. Nah. To the box itself, that's stable, dude.
Very stable. I was thinking we might need to get like a little
like a beam or something, right?
Just in case. If it's a little too heavy, it might like droop
Yeah, it might sag the plastic, but I think the washers are big enough so it doesn't even matter. That's solid, dude. Attached to the ski box, it's now time to put the light bar to that frame. The method that we're doing is a little bit unconventional, I would say. I can't think of a better way to put it together though. So grab the original hardware. This means the bracket, the nut, the bolts, and we're just gonna start putting this whole thing together. Solution guy. So the solution is we switched which side had the bolt and which side had the nut. Since we didn't have a lot of room on this side, we put the nut on here. That means that we can just hold it down right here while we go on the other side and tighten it. So now the light bar is attached to the part that came with it, which is now attached to our makeshift mount, which is attached to the ski box. So to reiterate, what we are doing is basically, remember the original hardware bracket and the rubber piece to the metal frame, and then we have it attached to our light bar, just because remember it is curved, so it's a bit finicky. It's not going to be fully set against the metal frame, and that's all right. It's because it's curved. It sucks. It's weird, I know, but we're dealing with it. This way that we're doing it currently has the bolt going through, so if it's on the side closest to us at the moment, that is the bolt going through. The nut is on the other side. Use like something to jam in between the nut and the frame of the bracket, and then just twist that bolt around until it sits into the nut. That's pretty much all you're doing to tighten this part. Oh yeah, dude, that's not going nowhere. All right, it's the moment of truth. It is the time of the night. They're lifting the ski box up. That echo is crazy. Oh my gosh, by the light bar, Jack's holding it, Cactus on the other side. Let's do this. Don't hit the glass, don't hit the glass. Paul's here, Paul's here. Oh yeah, dude, that is so good. All right, y'all, so we just finished modifying the Tesla. It looks so good. Are you ready to see the final result? Before I show it to you, I should show you how this is wired. Temporarily, it is wired up here through this, blah, 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 and it's going from here, this connection point, it's taped to the glass down here, and it's just a positive negative connection tapped to the low voltage battery. Then everything else just sits underneath the hood and any other plastic fascia that's just covering anything. From there, we're wiring the switch back up into the cabin, again, temporarily. This is super temporary. And basically the final result, which you'll probably see in a second video, is these wires are actually going to run to the back here. We're going to get a power splitter, and that power splitter is going to split the 12-volt connection back here from his lights here to the light bar as well. But what would this video be if we didn't show you the final result, guys? This is the light bar. It looks so good. Look at that custom bracket. It is solid on there. I think I need to do this with mine. This looks so good. I need an upgrade to my light bar. That's all I'm saying. I love this car so much more now. It looks so good. Now you gotta see the final result, and that's with the light on. All right, you ready? You're gonna see it light up my face, and it's not even pointed at me. It's so bright. Look at that, y'all. Dude, even we've tested it out, even his high beams are not as bright as this thing. This thing is so bright. Oh my gosh, there's a car coming. So let's go ahead and flick that off real quick. It is crazy bright. There's also an RGB mode. So it's a 3-way switch. So it's on, bright white, full max brightness, it's off, and then we have the RGB mode. It uses about 10 amps of power, so just be aware of that. It's 10 amps and we're at 16 volts at the moment. So it's using about 150 watts of power. All right, you ready for the RGB mode? Boom. So in the application that comes with this, I think it's like WLED lighting or something like that. I'll have it on screen, or I'll just have it playing right now. You can adjust this to pretty much any color you want. Right now it's yellow, but out there it's blue. Okay, I think Jack's adjusting it, it's red. Look at that, blue. Got all the colors. Look at that, just cycling through the rainbow. This is the Cactus Tesla, and now it has a light bar on it. It looks so good, and I hope Cactus is happy, because I definitely am with this project. Now what we're gonna do is go down the streets, Mexico, not in California, because that would be bad. We're gonna test this thing out.
Turn it on.
Legit lighting up the entire street. Oh my gosh, it looks so mean. I like how he can dim it.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I am you.
Wait, I want to take a picture.
I'm coming closer.
Parking!
I will catch you.
Off!
It goes.
Congrats on the new Lightbar.
Bro, this is so good. Dude, that's so bright. Bro, the glare on the camera is insane. What? Cactus, bro, you cooked. We cooked. Dude, this is so good. What? Oh my gosh. Bro, you can see the legit light beam straight out. That was scary, dog.
Said no. Said no.
Who's laughing?
You're running too.